Man, I'm not too sure if a lot of you guys feel the same way about the new update that I do. I know a lot of you guys are going to disagree with me. Just hear me out first. This is my channel. I want to let out some hot air really quickly in just a few minutes. As much as I hate to say it, I'm not really that excited for Sumeru's release. Believe it or not, I really like playing this game. The entire reason I'm sounding negative is that I want it to improve. If you don't like Genshin Impact, don't play it! Shut the hell up, brother. You're missing the entire point. I want this game to improve because I do like it. I hate the fact that I'm gonna sound so pessimistic about a massive update for a game that I enjoy playing. And the worst part is that this isn't the first time this happened. There have been many games with very big updates that honestly got me concerned about them, and this is honestly no exception. The only thing that really got me excited were the region itself and how Dendro is being released. Those two changes are the only things that I think will make the gameplay loop feel new and fresh to some degree. Everything else, it just feels the same. As much as I am excited to see how beautiful Sumeru is and how well Dendro will change the combat system, and my god does Sumeru look beautiful, I'm just really concerned about how long this fun will last. As much as I expected this to happen, I was hoping that they would take what they learned from the mistakes of Inazuma and try to fix them by the time Sumeru is released. When Inazuma was first announced, it just felt so much more special. The features that they announced, the characters, the map design, the story, hell, even the events, just felt like a new breath of fresh air. Going to an entirely new area that we knew was a threat just felt completely different from the rest of the game at the time. And even though a lot of what I just said about Inazuma can also be applied to Sumeru, it just doesn't give the same excitement as when a new region came out before. Don't get me wrong, I'm always excited to explore a new area, but that feeling of something new probably won't last that long, because once you finish exploring something at first, there isn't anything else to do other than limited events and resin grinding afterwards. I was never a big fan of how they released areas in Inazuma in different updates. The argument of saying that people will complain about the lack of content after they rush through it is such a weak-ass argument to me. I would much rather have them release a new area all at once so I can enjoy the content at my own pace, as well as not having to wait for a new area to be explored, patch after patch. I'm not too sure if you noticed, but during the entire livestream, there weren't that many mentions of the desert area in Sumeru. And that can already tell us what direction they are taking with this update, or in the Sumeru entirely. The livestream itself was nicely presented, I'll admit, telling us some of the lore, an entire concert performing a banger of a soundtrack, and most importantly, showing us the looks of both Sumeru and the characters and Dendro itself. Hoyo never fails to disappoint when it comes to that portion of the game. But I honestly feel like this excitement went away because there were so many teasers and leaks prior to the stream. If I'm feeling like the gameplay felt similar to what we've been doing for the past 2 years, there's something wrong, don't you think? I want to play a game as much as I would like, but there's nothing. I really hate how this beautiful game pretty much has zero replayability, because it feels like a wasteland after you've gone an entire way through the game one single time. The worst part is that there's so much potential in this game, and they have the resources to do so, but they just don't, and I don't understand why. There is absolutely zero communication between us and the developers, and that's a terrible feeling because it shows us how much they value their players, and the feeling of a community just being ignored just doesn't sound right. Like, I don't understand. For the past 2 years, we've been trying to give them ideas to make Genshin feel a lot more replayable, but they just don't listen, and I don't understand why. I'm really concerned if a game will repeat the same event system with nothing else to do afterwards. As much as I really want Genshin to change and add more replayability, I've pretty much accepted that this is how Hoyo wants their game. As a full-time university student who streams or uploads almost every day, this is a really sharp double-edged sword. It's a good thing that this game is casual friendly, which is convenient for a student like myself. Even though I'm a small content creator, it's really difficult to find more stuff to do when you interact with your viewers. There are some days that I want to play a bit, and there are some days where I just want to grind the hell out of this game. All in all, I'm glad Sumeru is coming out, and I'll know I'll have fun, especially since there's going to be less downtime between updates, but I'm very concerned about how long this fun will last. And can you blame me for having just even a little smidge of hope, even after like 2 years? Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I apologize for the rant type of video today, but I just hate how people defend the game in the state that it's in right now, especially since there is so much potential for this game to do well. And I didn't make this video to make people feel the same way that I do. I just wanted to express my frustrations about this game in this one single video. Never ever be afraid to express your opinion on the internet. Even though there will be people who disagree, in the end, as much as it is cringe to say this, the people playing Genshin should all be on the same time because I really don't see how anyone wouldn't want this game to improve. Remember to like and sub if you haven't. Let me know what you would like me to talk about in the future. Have a good night and day wherever you're at, and I'll see you all next time. Peace and take care.